And hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Grateful to be here with you for Awaken to Millions, talking about ground your success. So today, that is such an important thing. If we are not grounding the fullness of our being and our intentionality of our soul's intent, well, you just won't see the results that you want to see as far as manifesting your great true purpose and all the rockin' millions that you want to experience, whether it's millions of connections, millions of impacts, millions of people you're helping, millions of dollars, whatever it may be, but on the order or magnitude of that sense of expansiveness. So again, glad to be with you here today. Again, we're going to be, the focus is on utilizing the gift that I have to just channel and tune in and give you what comes to me, whatever it may be, and to support you right where you are to your next level. Hey, I've got an attention-getting quick story. I was watching this, I watched a movie, okay, over the weekend. Deb was thinking about this movie, and it's called Supervised, I guess, and it's about these, older superheroes that are in some sort of retirement, facility or whatever you call it. And as we went into it, it's a rated R movie, and I said, yeah, okay, probably they're just going to do something dramatic to start this movie. I'll probably be looking right at some, guy's butt right off the bat in this movie. And I just, out of the blue, I just channeled that idea. And then, sure enough, this is the first thing they showed in the movie. Like, what are the chances? So, guys, it works. When we're tuning in, we have a sense of what's going on. We know what's going to happen next. And it's my invitation not only to invite you to utilize the channel that I am, but also as part of this is to help you to really trust and claim the channel that you are as well. So that you can live in this connection. Often I've been calling it your infinite self, or some people call it your highest self, or whatever, but that infinite connection, you're infinitely connected. And that connection knows everything, and it knows it easily. It knows it without thinking. It knows it without thinking. It provides to you without thinking. And all it really needs is your attention and your listening. Now, ultimately, there are some things that if you're not grounded, no matter how much you're listening for everything that wants to manifest, if you're not grounded, you won't hear in the first place, because you'll continue to scurry back into patterns of safety, security, and approval, because that's how we've sort of been conditioned. Think about it. You got parents you got to please. We all deal with that. My kids deal with it. Everybody deals with it. So we all have that particular aspect to have to deal with in our lives. And then we go through a school system, right? Okay, this is how you do it. You better be like this or like that. That's, being a good student. It's getting the good grades, all that stuff. So, and then we're conditioned as we go into college and, work and everything. And not that it's all bad, sometimes we're like, oh, we've been conditioned, it's so horrible. Some of the things we pick up and learn aren't necessarily all bad, okay? But there's a lot of limits. There's a lot of assumptions. There's a lot of limitation, though, at the same time. So what the opportunity is for all of you that are highly, high intellect, highly intelligent, whether you think you are or not, I suspect you are. You're highly creative. And you're not the norm. You're not the average person in terms of you've never felt like maybe you've totally fit in anywhere, even if you were a popular person in your life or currently are. But you never feel like you totally are kind of fit the norm, the mold out there, right? So here is an opportunity for us to help you to come back to who you really are by getting grounded and realizing who you essentially really are as a soul and as an infinite being. Is meant to ground and land here, right here on earth, right now, today, and to bring forth the gifts that you have to bring forth in the way that you're meant to bring them forth and in the manner you're meant to bring them forth. And we can allow that by becoming grounded and listening to the channel within, and in this case too, listening to my channel, as I'm tuning in, doing individual energy scans for people that ask for them today. All you have to do is say, energy scan please, or if you have a question today you want me to tune into and get an answer, let me know. And then we're also going to do some channeled messages and all that stuff. So, and then as always, I'll start with a group energy scan so that everyone can be served, even if they're listening back also through the replay at some point and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm looking forward to the vitality and juice of being with you for the rest of this live. And grounding is, again, essentially what is needed. And recently, I will say this, maybe I'll drop a link in later, I just did a meditation. I think it was my conscious manifestation one on my podcast, Spiritual Rockstar, and it was I felt it was tremendous with grounding you into your essential self. You are you have never left the ground of your being, really, but that you have allowed yourself to experience feeling split, fragmented, but you've never left it. You are still connected with your infinite self. The ground of your being cannot be taken away from you. No physical threat, no threats whatsoever in this dimension can take it away from you. You are infinitely connected. Now it's just a matter of recognizing that and then realizing that that connects as well here to the physical plane. Just bring that awareness and that desire to actually be fully here now in this physical plane, in this place, and not making it bad, not making it wrong, not making it, because subconsciously we often do. Oh God, spiritual people often, they just want to go back home. Things shouldn't be the way they are. They need to change. We're going to save the world. And then we have spiritual teachings that say accept everything as it is. And then we're like, okay, let's get really passive and just accept everything as it is. This often is a mistake that people make. Instead, it's about really being really active and being present and living our lives with that vibrancy and vitality and aliveness that just wants to come out and play, right? In the way that it wants to come out and play, the way that it's meant to come out for you to come out and play, the way it's meant to come out for you, not the way other people say it should be done. I worked with a coach recently. They said, I should be filling this Facebook group with Facebook ads, and part of my intuition felt like maybe they're right, but every time I start to approach that, it feels heavy. It doesn't feel true. It doesn't feel fun. It doesn't feel right for me at this moment. So I focus on other opportunities that I'm having fun with, that are producing the sort of results that I'm looking for simultaneously. And I'm creating new things that are going to bring me incredible new people I'm going to be impacting that are fun. But there aren't all the usual things that people say, do this, do that, this is smart, and all that sort of thing. So being grounded in your infinite self and here in your physical body and with the earth allows you to really honor your truth. What is your truth? What is your real truth? Your brain and your part of you that doesn't feel good enough might always say, oh, I need this, I want that, all those things. And the truth is you may not really want that. As an infinite being, infinitely connected, knowing you have access to everything, you may not choose to allow yourself to play with those things because it's not fun, it's not vibrant. So allow yourself to trust your truth, get grounded in your truth, get grounded in your vessel. Again, the usual ways, just feeling it flowing through your root chakra down into the core of the earth, allowing yourself to feel that, grounding yourself just with that sense of the ground of your infinite being. If you feel just a sense of your presence, your infinite being, just realizing you've always been grounded, you've always been in the eternal now, and feeling that grounding through your energy, through root chakra down to the core of the earth as well. You're connecting with the physical, and then you have the sense of what you've incarnated as a soul for. You're allowing that to just start to bubble up, just begin to bubble up. Just take a moment to slow down and just feel that sense of what you've come here to fulfill. Feeling that ground in your being. It's in your ground. It's in your natural ground of your being. There's no need to run anywhere. Just be grounded in that intention, that seed that's already planted inside your soul. You can feel that in your ground when you listen. And for now, just say, and so it is. That's a big one. Whatever is coming through, that's a big one. That's a big one. All the added things, we want to keep picking up on those intentions as they come to you during this time today. Everybody wants to know all these specifics, and I help people with that. Like who's my client, who's my tribe, all that stuff. What's my message? What are my offerings? What's my marketing? What's my sales? All that sort of stuff. How am I going to share myself? Speaking, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. Blogging, my Facebook lives, everything, Facebook groups. There's so many different tactics. Clubhouse, blah, blah, blah. So all that doesn't matter. In that you need to focus on what is true for you. Get in the ground of your being and see what naturally is bubbling up from the ground. We've spent so much time harnessing, and I spent a lot of time with you harnessing from the infinite, from the beyond. But it's planted in the ground of your being, and it can be much more effective sometimes to really get more connected with that ground and allow that to rise up and to be connected with that, knowing that's infinitely connected with everything else, and allowing yourself to know what's true for you here in this time and space, in this dimension, right now, what wants to happen, and releasing all worries about manifesting anything, my health, my finances, this, that, worries, not that it's not something that needs attention, but the worries, allowing that to release, realizing you've got here, you've survived, you have come here, you've prospered, you have been blessed, you've always been blessed, you've always prospered, you've always you can't deny you survived. You wouldn't be listening to this live. So you've experienced all of that. You've experienced challenges. You've experienced pain. But all those things were things to pay attention to help you on your path, to awaken something inside you that is wanting your attention, that wants to become more integrated and something that wants to be fulfilled through you. So the opportunity is to know what that is. So let's go ahead, and I will tune into the group today around what are the messages the group needs to hear around grounding for your success or whatever wants to come through to get started. And then I'll do those individual scans. I got Jamie here. All right, great. I got Julia is here as well, both for scans. And I see Cindy's here, etc. So glad to see you all here. I see Lisa Weeks is here as well. And yeah, so we definitely will see how that will unfold. Okay, let me go ahead and we're just going to take maybe 2 or 3 minutes for the group or something like that. Let me tune in for a few messages. Okay, get dignity, honor, and respect. Have dignity, honor, respect for who you truly are. Who you sense you truly are is who you are. One of the things I've judged within myself is that I am not somebody who all the time is feeling like, okay, nose to the grindstone, I have to run as fast as possible. I've created that for myself at times and done that, but I like to just go very slowly at times. That's probably more true for me more times than not. A sense of more leisurely pace, and then loving that, honoring that in myself. So what is the thing that you keep judging about yourself that may be a gift? Like me being in that state of being allows me to be more present, allows me to be more present, more connected. If I'm running around, fearful about what I need to get done and all revved up, I might get a lot done, but it's not going to be fulfilling. I'm going to continue to be in the same sort of energy. So how can you honor and respect yourself exactly the way you're meant to operate and move in the world, and double down on that? Just embrace that, okay? It's meant, that's what's meant to prosper. Forget about everybody says, no, we all got to work 100 hours a week, okay? I'm a constant messenger to tell you, no, that's not where it's at, okay? Access your guides, your angels. All of us could be doing more of that, including even myself for sure. So Archangel Michael comes into awareness. Jesus comes into awareness. Also, Buddha, might be true for a couple of you. I know these are all ones I tune into. Mary Magdalene, very much so. That's a very strong one that could use a lot more attention. Kuai Yin. I just reminded a Cherokee one that I keep tuning into. I tuned into and did an email on today. So, okay, so let me tune in some more for the group. What's going on with the group? They need to hear about grounding. Let's take a minute here. Oh. Okay, they're talking about money. Yeah, I had this image of doing this during the live. Look at this. Like a lot of times we're so into spiritual concepts and stuff, but we have these things, whether they're purses or wallets or whatever. We got cards and all kinds of things. We got our credit cards, and some of us have gotten rid of them. That's fine too. We got bank cards. Better not show all the numbers, but I totally trust you guys. So so that's pretty funny. But I don't know where all that information is going to. Oh my God. So, but no, we've got this. We've got what? Cash. I've got some cash in here, right? So I've got happen to have a 20 and a couple other things in here. So anyway, I mean, we've got all these things, and we've got our driver's license and all this stuff. So we've got this physical stuff, the physical realm. Are we embracing it? Are we loving it? Are we loving everything? It's not just about loving spiritual ideas and concepts and spiritual, higher dimensional, all this crazy, wonderful energy. It's about the crazy, wonderful energy that's here in the physical, including money and wealth on every level, including financial. So that's another thing that's big. That it's safe. It's safe to receive financially now. Safe to receive financially now. When you've tried to raise up before, others might have said, yeah, but that's not for you. Yeah, but that's not for you. No. It's always been meant for you. And that they're just reflecting your own voice that said, maybe that's not for me. The truth is, it is meant for you. This is meant for me. I'm going to bite in that apple, I mean, it's interesting. That's the whole Bible thing, but it's like you are meant to bite in that apple, whatever that, I don't know, it just came to me that way. So you're meant to bite in that apple. That is meant for you. Enjoy it. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm hearing this one more. Okay. One more message. They're talking about drawing up a plan for your purpose. So you can draw up plans. You can channel your plans. You can write out your plans. Let the guidance just write through you, journal through you every day about what you need to know about your purpose. And if there's steps to take, you can ask about that. But I also just get to remind you guys, like I've said forever, is what's the one undeniable step that you need to take to move things forward with your purpose? What's the one undeniable step? And value it deeply. Value it deeply. It might be one small action a day. That might be it for right now. It might be one new small action a day. It might be some big thing. Whatever it is, it's a big deal. It's meant to be valued deeply. Take the one step. Don't keep saying, I don't know how to take all these steps. Take the one step. Be grounded, landed in that, and you'll connect to your next grounded, landed, next steps, and next steps, and next steps, okay? Yeah, I've got a fat wallet. I've got stuff I probably need to clean out of there, to be honest. Okay, so, all right. Okay, so we're going to, so those are some of the group things I wanted to share for today. All right, grounding. I could just talk forever about this. This is just such an important topic, but we need to move on. Thomas, are you there? So I have Thomas. I'm going to do an energy scan for Thomas because he is somebody that agreed to come here today. And I put those people, very few people that I know, I put them at the top of the list. And then I do everybody that first responded. Then we do everybody individually, okay, from there. So I'll take, maybe up to 5 minutes or so for each one. If you're a frequent, energy scan, hey, me too again. Again, I do quicker ones for those, okay? So Thomas, I'm assuming you're there. If you're not, you'll get it through the replay anyway. And I look forward to sharing with you now. Okay, so here we go, Thomas. Thomas. Okay, so the reminder is that the time is now, is what I'm getting, for you to harness the community for your center. You know, that center, I forget what you told me about it in terms of every detail, but I get it in terms of, I get a mountaintop energy with it, that it's, I don't know if it's in the midst of mountaintops, if it's on top of a mountaintop, but it's showing me that energy. The time is now. So it's a sense of be firm, do not delay, start putting that together now. Let's see what else I want to share about that. Yeah, they're saying you already have all the teachers that could come in and support the center, and they can bring people, and you have the opportunity to see success right away. Success might look like 8 to 10 participants per class or retreat or whatever, you know, whatever it may be. But that this wants to be established. Okay, definitely by next year. So, but you need to start putting it, getting it grounded and landed now. Okay, all right. Showing me wings. So it's this feeling like you're sharing with people around health and well-being, of course, and being whole and well. And I see these like wings. So I don't know if this is going to be maybe an emblem that you use or something, because it comes to me that way. But that it signifies like this. Maybe I'll try to draw it for you, but like it signifies this sense of like in the center is like this. It's not like I don't know if it's a medical kind of symbol with the, you know, with the snake and all that stuff, but like it's like something like that in the center, and then the wings on the side. So it's something that's familiar but new, and symbolizes real empowerment and wholeness and wellness. Okay. Embrace your cosmic self, Thomas. So you have the ability to be downloading more and transmitting more energetically through your writings and also through your speaking, because you have incredible knowledge. You know, that's so obvious. You have like this endless sense of knowledge there. But they want you to keep bringing more from your depth. Just keep your hand, just don't do it alone, you know. Yeah, and then I'm guided down into your power center. So allowing yourself to feel the strength of allowing others to support you and putting the center together seems to be an important message to share with you today. So allow yourself to receive that nourishment, and that you get enough rest and downtime to vision and let the vision come to you. I see you like laying down sometimes too with this, and just like taking in this big vision, grounding it. And so grounding and getting it into earth is really important energetically. And then letting the plans come. You're really good at journaling and putting it down notes and getting into planning when you're in that connection. So you know, in 5 minutes, that's what I can offer for you. You know, part of me is like, oh, I can take it the rest of the way. For those of you that do want to receive more, again, feel free to just reach out to me, or we can connect and see about you getting more support from me. I do an additional free consultation for you on that, and of course there's always more that I can help you with. So okay, so I'd love to do that with you, Thomas. And then let me see, I think I want to say Julia was next, right? So Cindy's here. Okay, so Julia. Okay, let's see what I got for you. I want to remind you what a creative genius you are. So So the energy they show me is like, oh, like that's the noise, like that fragmented, and then but when you are connected, then it's like this. Like I just get this, like all of a sudden, like this, the light bulb comes on for you, and you're like, oh, genius! Like literally, almost like a light bulb comes on, and you're like, that's how we're gonna take care of that, or that's my next, move or whatever. So it's really important for you to deepen that connection, so it's more solidified and deeper. And of course, that it's grounding some of the sense of maybe fear, if you want to call it fearfulness or fragmentation or scatteredness, is happening at times for you, not as bad as in maybe the past, but it still keeps you going, whoa, whoa, whoa. And maybe complaining sometimes, and then you're grateful, but then you're complaining. So it's just to get more integrated, be more full-hearted, grateful for everything, and then getting more connected for those light bulb, because you're genius. You get like that whole download, genius downloads for your clients too. Like, this is exactly how we're going to do this thing. Okay, so okay, so there's something about you throwing money in a fire pit, almost like it's like sometimes the feeling is, and comes to me, is sometimes you're maybe putting money into some things that aren't really needed. They're not really moving you forward the way you want to. You might even be way better off without them. You keep kind of putting energy into it, money into certain things, and that you find that they're not that fulfilling and satisfying, and they're not working out so great, but you convince yourself sometimes that this is important, I want to do this or whatever. So to be more honest with yourself, something is more of a tether. Like sometimes what we're doing is we're tethering ourselves to things that really aren't for our highest. We could be soaring at a whole nother level, but we like the sense of staying in some of our patterns that are familiar. And then there is a sense of value in what these things we do, whether it's learning another course or doing this or that, but it's not taking us to a whole nother level. So they want to just double down on that for you. They realize the progress you've already made there, but that there's still so much more, I guess, there for you. And yeah, so that's what I'm getting there. Let's see, get one or two more things. Okay, great. So I feel like you're creating maybe I keep getting journaling for you, and then I see, like, I don't know, like maybe you're providing people with a journal book or something, like you're creating a journal book or something. So usually when I say things like this, not always, but a lot of times people already have had the idea, and then I'm like saying, yeah, go down that path. So there's something with it. It's like you take like these, like, a physical journal. It's a physical journal is what it feels like. You turn it into a magical journal, so it has a whole nother level of vibration and vitality and energy that's instilled in it, and that you're distributing these things. Now, if that sounds crazy, hey, don't blame me. It's just what's coming through for you, Julia. Okay, and it could get very creative what you can do with this journal. Like, I see like sort of like gemstones. They don't have to be high-priced gemstones, but like gemstone energy on it, etc. So there must be something resonating. You gave me a thumbs up. All right. Okay. All right. So you can make it so magical, so beautiful. It might be part of a program. Is also the feeling I get. I'm not certain, but it definitely has. I feel it. So, yeah. All right. Okay. I feel like, again, like, let's go in deeper. If you want to go deeper, just let me know. Just go ahead. You know how to reach me. I want to go further. Hey, I want more now. Or feel free to put that in the comments, or go ahead and DM me. We'll we'll take time to go deeper with all this stuff. Okay, great. So let me see who's next after that. Okay, Jamie, let's usually I try to go to the new people first. Okay, maybe we'll come back to you, Jamie. All right. Oh, great. Okay. Thomas says great, etc. Rings so true. Awesome. Been thinking about a journal. So Julia, sure, of course, she's been thinking about this, about a journal, right? Okay. Alice, Jewel, hey, great to see you. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and thanks also on the spending and dollars in the middle of the night. Okay. All right, so let's go to Jamie. All right. I get something about putting your affairs in order. It sounds honest when people say, "Oh my God, am I gonna die or something?" Right? No, it's not about that, but they're showing me like, something about, it may not even be about you entirely. It almost feels like it's about someone else. Again, the person might be inaccurate, but like, I don't know if it's your father or it's a male figure or something. But anyway, I just get like, get ready, get your affairs in order. And then I just get that new things are going to come in, I don't know, end of this year, new year. But I just get the feeling like there's going to be this point where things just dramatically change in your life. And there's going to be this huge opportunity to have a sense of increase financially, and also will free your energy up more to feel more like, maybe I can do some of these things I've been thinking about doing. And so they want you to start getting ready for it. Now, I'm not sure what all the steps are on that yet. I'd have to take more time in that, but something about getting your affairs in order and planning. One of the things to know, guys, is the energy sometimes the downloads are coming in so fast, there's no way I'll spit it out all at once, all right? So if you want more help, just let me know. You can always say, oh yeah, I want to hear more about that. Okay. And then we can find time to do that. Okay. All right. Let me see. Okay, Lisa, I'm trying to look through your comments. It's not online when I came back. Okay. I haven't done any scanning yet, so I'm assuming you'd like a scan, so we'll do one for you as well. Okay. Okay, Lisa. Getting like the image of it's about fun. It's about, I'm seeing this ice cream, like, now it could be literal, I think it's maybe partly literal, but it's also about like, hey, give yourself let yourself experience pleasure. I think the feeling I'm getting is like, a lot of times you're like, oh no, but what can I do for you in certain relationships of yours? So again, if, I don't know where you are with your purpose and business and stuff like that, if you have a business, but right now, but again, you will tend to overgive then, and you'll just pour on the value, and then you're looking for next to nothing in return sometimes. So you have to, it's like, stop yourself, like kind of thing, and be willing to, it's about feeling safe to be seen for who you really are. And this people-pleasing stuff, something like that. Now, you can be bold. You can, I hear that. I know I always know what people are going to say, like, on the contrary. I get that. But there is something about being safe to receive yourself. So it's not like, whoa, I can just say I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, nobody can stop me. Yeah, here and there, but like sometimes you've got this other thing going on at the same time. So, okay. I say that's it for the moment. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful. Let's see, what else we got? Historically, all of it, yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, everybody, so that's all the people I saw for an energy scan so far. So grateful to share with you all. Let's go ahead and get into some channeled messages now. Okay, so let me see what I get for channel messages for us all today. Let's see. Okay, sense of Master Jesus first, and Mary Magdalene. They're both together today. Okay, so they're together. What's their joint? Let's see if they've got a joint message. I hear yes. I heard it before. So they say we're married. You know, like historically people wondered if they were married, right? And anyway, so we're married. We are married, and we're married in. It's like this sense of we're married in spirit too. The divine masculine and the power, the divine feminine are married together, because it's really interesting with in the ether, so to speak, in a spiritual level, in a spiritual plane. Jesus has a much softer energy than Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene has a stronger, hey, let's go this way. So she actually carries, they have a beautiful example of being balanced in a way, and shows up here. So they're married in this spiritual. Why does that matter to you? So what they're saying is to experience being willing to feel vulnerable and to experience your deep heart and love. That Jesus is saying, you know, the gateway to everything you want to experience in your depth is here. It's within you. It's within in your being and within your sacred heart. In other words, calm down all that toxic masculine energy that so many of us still have at some level of resonance still. It's like, no, surrender all that. Come in back into the sacred heart. Mary Magdalene is saying, trust yourself as, you know, for all the women here, like, trust yourself as a woman, you know, to be a straight arrow, to be bottom line, you know, like, to be as magical as you are as well. Don't be a pushover, you know, so to speak. Okay. Kindness still lives here, you know, even within this energy, kindness still lives here. And you're releasing so many dysfunctional patterns, so much unnecessary suffering for yourself and others by being a straight arrow, right down the center. You're opening up a sort of magic within that alone. Direct. Okay. So experience our, as our joint messages, experience our divine union in your being. Because there's this, because what's coming up is there's a sense of, at times there's been a sense that shows up of, oh, we need to be totally Mary Magdalene now, and Jesus has gotten too much attention. She was his equal or greater than. And then there's like, oh, well, Jesus, of course, it's always Jesus. And so no, it's no more of that. It's bringing it all together. Like, it's about all of that, and then the depth of what they're really pointing to is what really matters, and not really them ultimately. You can be prosperous and rich and right down Broadway with things, you know, and experience incredible love and peace and centered presence all at the same time. Let it be so in your life. Let the doves be released. They know where the prosperity lies in the sense of the outer world. Let them bring it to you. Thank you. Doves, just imagine those doves. That which is the presence itself that is working on your behalf with no effort whatsoever. enjoy it being in your depth. Thank you, God, and so it is. Thank you, Source, and so it is. All right, let's see. Kind of get a Buddha vibe going on. Okay, I'm gonna ringing in my right ear now. Let go of the money changing habit, always reflecting on your debts and what you have to pay and what you're lacking. Instead, let it all go. Come back into that space that is infinite. Allow yourself to experience your full breath. See all of the goodness and all of it. And all of it. All opportunities, all your finances, all your relationships. Breathe. Let go. See it all as well and experience it as such. It's a done deal from this space. Thank you. It just shows like, hey, let go of this wringing of the hands with whatever you're concerned about, money included, big time. No more. Like, just overall the guidance is you're infinitely provided for. It's easy, it's natural, it's abundant. It comes through you as you trust that it'll come through you. It always has been there and always will be. Relax and trust it. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Okay, I got Archangel Metatron. Your greater expansion is through claiming the fire and the brilliance and the power of your steel as well. Allow yourself to be centered here on the earth, to command the infinite and all the legions of angels to come and play through you and those qualities of being that you're connected with. They can bring forth your gifts through our support, through the support of the infinite. Knowing it's all one and the same, you're simply one with all, orchestrating your divine symphony in life through the infinite that's playing it all. Be grounded in your steel and fire here in the earth. Take your next move. Make your next move. Value yourself more now. At every level, including financially. I need to add in. Okay, all right. Let's see. Okay, I'm getting there's nothing else for now there. Okay. I'm getting to go to a general prayer. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So take a nice deep breath then. In through your nose, up through your crown chakra, up through your higher self, up to love, light, source, energy, up into the all in all. And as you exhale through your mouth, let this energy come back down through your higher self, down through your crown chakra, down through all your chakras, through your body, through your work field, down through your feet, down through your root chakra, down to the core of the earth. As I speak these words, and they I am for everyone listening to my voice. As I recognize God, love, light, source, spirit is all there is. I'm grateful that life is magically providing for me all the vibrancy for it is. That's all there is. The vibrancy of life itself within me is all there is. So I'm grateful to allow myself to embrace it, to allow it to land and ground as a live wire signal that grounds here and on earth, and knowing that it's always been there, alive and well in the infinite. I'm grateful to experience me becoming alive in the ground of my being, allowing the energy to rise up so that I can experience the true freedom of power and expression of who I am in the ultimate sense, on a soul level, and at every level of my being and in my humanity. So I'm grateful to love myself and to cherish myself. As I value myself, I choose, I pick how I want to bring my gifts forth to enjoy millions of impacts, millions of people I'm millions I'm making, millions I'm reaching, millions whatever. So I'm grateful to experience the fullness of the expansion of saying yes to all the opportunities that are naturally available. They're already here, and they already live inside of me, within me. Because it calls to me, I know that it's for me, and I let it come in through me, and I know Source delivers. The presence within delivers, and I'm letting that happen as I let myself be grounded and allow the fulfillment train to flow through me in all its specifics, knowing as I allow myself to be nourished in my physical being and on every level of my being, that I'm allowing myself to take in the great nourishment. Yes, for that. Yes, Thomas, for that gut health. And yes, everyone, for your spiritual connection and your well-being, and every cell fiber and every DNA strand of your being is here to be supported. And that which is meant to be awakened within me, I'm grateful to be awake to it and know that infinite intelligence that knows everything is already providing me with everything when I let go and I simply trust the natural pulse of the infinite self within me to provide everything in my life. It has every single answer, every single solution, and I'm grateful to be awake to it and know that that sense of that twinkling of an eye of the infinite self is always alive and well within me. And I'm allowing it to inspire me, move me forward, even when I'm feeling great density in moments. I move through it. The infinite self continues to flow joyfully, lovingly, and abundantly for the highest good of all. As I let this be so, I prosper and I'm blessed to take the next steps, whatever they are for me, and experience coming back home within all of it, deeper and deeper, all the way. So let it be so, and let it be done. Thank you, God, and so it is. Okay, all right. Okay, everybody. All right, I'm so grateful to share with you today. Thank you, everybody. Grateful to hear from all of you. And yes, Julia, I will follow up with you and everybody else that asked me to do so. And just lots of love, everybody. I'll be back again next week, okay? Another amazing Facebook Live next week, 3 p.m. Central. Look forward to being with you again for another Awaken to Millions Facebook Live, 3 p.m. next week, every week, okay? Unless it's a vacation or a holiday. All right? Okay, just say, oh yeah, if you want some more, go ahead and send me a direct message, all right? Okay, lots of love to you all. Lots of love, abundance, and everything else. And lots of joy, lots of fun and joy, okay? Love you lots, and goodbye for now. Bye, everybody.